Brilliant. Why do they immediately want to fight? And they probably don't have.
Shake a leg. Get him.
They probably don't have.
I'll put you 6
test
feet under.
ammo. Never.
Don't bother me. He's all yours.
Ow. Okay, where do you go? Oh, down there.
The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Sorry. Sorry about that. Oops.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
Ow.
Time to knock this guy out.
There you go.
No more crime for you until next month.
Come here. Okay. Not good enough.
I'm
Not to
coming
be
for
satisfied with that.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
How many of you are there?
I'm coming.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready.
Snuff's always ready. Apparently.
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Are we about done now?
Take a rest, my friend.
Still more. Ah, great. There we go, finally.
Don't bother moving. You.
The snuff's
Okay.
ready.
So many people to imprison.
I must say, Sherry, that was near perfect. Could it be that you're not completely hopeless?
Yeah. I've lost John's challenge ages ago. The third rule has been satisfied. Okay. Whatever. Guest book missing rule. What about this now? What is this symbol again? Was there a... was there... Yeah, this is what I should have looked at. Wait, oh, search the location, that makes sense. Why with people around you? Research this in the archives. Okay. Right, let's look around. The Blind Dueling Club Book. The club was founded in 1689 by August von Kram after a notorious bet. He had to kill 22 ducks on a moonless night in order to win the attentions of the beautiful Lady Hedwig. Unfortunately, the night was too dark and he killed 2 innocent wanderers instead. After losing both the bet and his beloved, August vowed to master the art of shooting, and so founded the Blind Shooting Club. To prove their skills, members had to shoot through a screen. This task quickly became monotonous, so club members began practicing with blind duels. The club's name thereby changed to the Blind Dueling Club. In 1777, after the death of one of the members, important changes took place, including the replacement of real bullets with homemade blank cartridges. The club split into several houses and exists now in different countries to keep the tradition of German sharpshooting alive.
The same ingredient was used in the Dueling revolver's ammunition.
Okay.
All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels.
Mm-hmm. What else do we have in here? I want to go back to just looking around the room a bit more before I use Z to let it show me everything that's there to find. What are those? Train tickets? No telegraph. First telegram. Can't come. I fear for my life. Must leave Cordona at once. Sorry. Be careful. Dorfman. Second telegram. Those blasted anarchists are everywhere. It's their fault. I shall come to our emergency assembly at once, and I'll bring my gunmen. Hasenkamp. Third telegram. I'll be there. Alas, poor von Staub. What a loss. Who was it? The English left-handed duelists? Von Münchhausen. Okay.
A nice apricot aroma. Marillen schnapps, I presume. Half full. 2 glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John?
What else is there to find? Oh, this.
Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible.
Get a club member. Was engaged in a fight with 2 members of the Blind Dueling Club and won. 2, yeah, right. But it seems that there was a third person here. He couldn't go far. It's worth looking around carefully. Okay, but first off, let me just finish looking. I think I've seen everything in here, but I can never be sure. No, I haven't.
Clever system.
I suppose. Okay, I might have seen everything now. Okay, this door is just closed off. Right. So is this. Ah. Okay, finally figured it out. Ooh. What do we have here? Another exit.
Who the devil are you? I won't go down without a fight.
Sherlock Holmes. And if I wanted a fight, you would already be on the floor. Fortunately for you, I'm merely here to ask a few questions.
Is that so? Well, come on, pretty boy. How about I fix that nose of yours? Give it a bit more character.
Enough. Your compatriots attacked me and I responded. They still have their lives, unlike Mr. von Staub.
True. At least you are not a murderer. Fine, you may speak.
Glass eye, poor sight. Champion badge, best shooter in the club. Red spot, possibly blood. Signet ring, von Kram crest. Dirt from the old ruins. This is Heinrich Eugen von Kram, the head of the Blind Dueling Club. He descends from German nobiliary, as his rich signet ring attests, and suffers from very poor sight, though he conceals it well. He turned his disability into a strength by becoming the Blind Shooter Club champion and wears a badge to prove it. Taken as a whole, these traits suggest a confident and prideful personality. His yellow club outfit bears evidence that he was at the fatal duel. The dirt on his knee is the same as at the ruins, and the red spot on one of his sleeves is not the result of my recent fight. Furthermore, his initials match the signature of the referee on the duel oath that explains his nervousness. Mr. von Kram may have got dirt on his trousers while kneeling to aim at Erich. while the dark red spot on his sleeve could be from a non-lethal bullet shot at him by his opponent. Or it seems that Mr. von Kram knelt on the ground while trying to help Erich von Staub. That explains the dirt on his trousers and dark red spot on his sleeve. Erich's blood. I would... I don't fully have the letters in the von Staub residence in my head anymore. I just remember there being one letter where he sounded not fantastically happy about anything that was happening. I just do not remember any of the content of it. If I go purely based off of what I'm presented with here, then I think valuable witness is more likely, because I do not see any reason why the murderer would have Erich's blood on him. What does it say here? Yeah, well, Sherlock says possibly blood. I still go with valuable witness.
So you are Mr. von Kram, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and witness to Mr. von Staub's murder.
Incorrect. I am the best shot at the club. Heinrich Vögen von Kram. But how did you know I was there?
Your clothes, Mr. von Kram, the dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins. And your jacket features a bloodstain from your attempts to save Mr. von Staub.
That is impressive.
It is merely inferential. Now, a few questions, if I may.
Be my guest. I have nothing to hide.
Where's the other duelist?
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame. So, what transpired in the old ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all, and then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver, and further away. The killer must be an excellent shot to hit the heart.
Any suspects?
You said the killer was an excellent shot. Do you suspect someone from the club?
Definitely not. No one from the club would break our rules.
Did you or the other duelist see the murderer?
No. The killer slipped away into the hills, so we turned our attention to Erich. Rest his soul.
And neither of you pursued the culprit?
I will not have my character impugned. We had only blank cartridges and a fallen friend at our feet. He was our focus.
What happened next?
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late. He was gone. I've never seen this before.
It's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm talking about you, but okay.
I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this.
You have a nice collection of pistols, Mr. von Kram.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur of firearms. Did something catch your eye?
What caught my eye is a missing Lamat. Where is it?
Ah, that one. I lost it in a bet. A rare failure of mine.
A bet with whom?
That's private, Mr. Holmes, and unrelated to your investigation.
Unlikely.
I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Last year there was a similar incident in which a duelist died. What can you tell me?
A tragedy. I shot too well, and my opponent stumbled from the impact. He slipped and fell down the cliff. I regret it all. I have not participated in a duel since. Instead, I only take the role of a referee and supervise the proceedings for safety. I swore that no other club member would die in a duel. Alas, someone else intervened. I've never seen this before.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub a small
Oh
fortune.
yeah, that was the
A fortune
content.
to you, perhaps, but a trifle to me. Our debts ebbed and flowed. In our next contest, there was every chance I would win it back. Eric was too concerned about all that. Frankly, he often lacked the demeanor of a nobleman. His progressive tendencies could be grating. I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
makes sense.
I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help you with this.
That
I
might
can't
be-
help
no?
you with this.
Okay.
I can't help you with this.
As it happens, a Lamat
there we
42
go.
caliber revolver was discovered at the crime scene. You said you were missing a Lamat, yes?
I did, but my Lamat was a 36 caliber.
And you can prove that?
My word is proof enough. If I said it, it is true.
Right. There's a lot to look at here. Von Kram family donates 5,000 thaler to the Köln Children's Hospital 1865.
Doesn't appear to be the happiest childhood. Cecilia von Kram with Heinrich, Cologne 1864. Mein Wunder.
Professor Stolz, ophthalmologist, Köln Kinderkrankenhaus, okay.
Recordings labelled in Braille.
Your ability to perceive the world can be developed with work and concentration.
A token of gratitude for your generosity.
How to sharpen one's senses. Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand. Arrived just yesterday.
Erich. Having a von Kram in the position of honorary consul is the only way to earn the respect of other countries. Your name is too small for this state position. My noble Prussian family is the guarantee that the Empire can and will stand above all other nations. H.F. von Kram. Erich's response is written on the other side of the letter. Heinrich. Good grief, what nonsense. Your family line has been corrupted by excess. You are the last and best example of this decadence, this fin de race. A dying breed. Our empire needs better men, stronger, more modern. Do you truly believe such a superficial person, burdened with debts, gambling in his blood, should be entrusted with the responsibilities of the state? Moreover, have you ever known a cripple to be held up as the figurehead of his country? I am the only legitimate candidate to replace the German honorary consul in Cordona. Spare yourself the embarrassment and withdraw your candidacy before your weaknesses are made public. Okay. Not too happy about that one, I presume.
A remarkable tool to conveniently enhance anything. I could use one for my analysis.
Let me talk to you.
There must be more you can recall from the day of the duel.
I wish. My eyes make me a poor witness, I'm afraid.
Yes, your blindness, an affliction since childhood, one presumes. No scars on your face, and you carry yourself with confidence.
I'm starting to see your worth, Mr. Holmes.
But this limitation developed your other senses and made you an excellent marksman. So, tell me, did you notice anything else?
I do recall a floral smell. Something artificial. It was sweet and fresh and came from the direction of the killer.
Don't tell me it was his sister that killed him.
You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. Do you recognize this scent?
Yes. This is it. The smell I noticed at the ruins. Where did you get it? Do you know who killed Eric? Tell me his name.
Okay, I don't...
I need to be elsewhere.
Yes. We need to be far elsewhere. Wait. We do want to go out this way. We need to be... So these are perhaps, let me see. Not how to, yeah, how to play. Talk to the case participant. Okay. Where was... It was here, wasn't it? Yes, the von Staub residence. We'll talk a bit more to her before we accuse her, potentially.
Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another
I am the police, sir.
day. Good day, officer.
Going on a trip, miss?
No, I'm leaving permanently. This place brought me nothing but sorrow. I am sorry. What do you want?
I want to accuse you of murdering your brother.
I think the time has come to be honest with each other, Miss von Staub. I'll start with my confession. I misled you in our previous meeting. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I do not work for the police.
What? I don't understand.
In actuality, I was independently investigating your brother's death and came to an unexpected conclusion.
How? Why?
It was not a tragic accident, miss. It was cold-blooded murder. And I know the culprit.
No. Who is he?
Nice try, but as you well know, I'm talking to the culprit right now.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Certainly not. Allow me to explain how you killed your brother.
Right. The floral scent.
This is
No?
absurd.
What?
I've never even been to that cursed place.
All right.
A moment, if I may.
This is...
My name...
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah.
It was...
No.
Nice...
What? This is absurd.
Fuck. Come on.
A moment.
Yeah, yeah.
How?
It was...
No.
Nice
The
try.
last
What?
one.
Certainly not.
Okay, allow me to explain. This, like... this is also... Have I talked about this before? When we had the system somewhere before? Like, that's part of what I hated so much about the Phoenix Wright game that I played. And I did like quite a lot about that game. But this kind of system where it's really, honestly, very, very vague as to which evidence you're supposed to provide. It's super vague and a lot of pieces could fit. And it just depends on what does the game actually want you to provide. Which is very annoying. And I absolutely hate that system. But let's see. There's so many as well. The means of crime. I think it was the means of crime. Isn't that the revolver?
The missing box in your
Yes.
brother's room contained a Lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned in panic, a typical feminine response.
No, I've never been to that cursed place.
Right, what was the window of opportunity? The blindfolded victim. That's a window of opportunity, isn't it? Dual oath. No. Is there anything else? It has to be the blindfolded victim.
None of that
What?
makes a whit of...
A moment, if I may.
It makes perfect
I said
sense.
my name. It...
No.
Nice.
What?
Certain.
Okay, means of the crime.
The missing...
What?
Yes.
No.
The window of opportunity. Does it want me to use... What is that about? Okay. Does it want me to use the dual oath? Because that makes no sense to me.
None of that makes a...
Okay.
A moment.
This...
Yeah.
It was...
No.
Nice.
What?
Uh,
The missing...
Go.
No,
Window of opportunity. Let me go through them one by one again. Missing gun case. Makes no sense whatsoever. The ointment box makes no sense. The duel in the ruins.
You hid
Okay.
behind the wall in the ruins. None of the others present could have killed Eric from that position. Both the duelists were blindfolded and Mr. von Kram is ill-sighted.
so nobody saw anything. Your imagination has run wild.
Ah, but you forget one thing. A blind man's other senses grow stronger. Mr. von Kram detected a lavender and pine scent. That of your ointment.
You're taking the word of a sightless man. This is monstrous.
What was the motive? The motive seems clear. This, I presume, but is there anything else that is similar? 1 second. It has to be that. Don't you dare be wrong. There's no way it can be anything other than... Where was it now even? Than this. It has to be.
It is your brother
Yeah,
who was
there we go.
monstrous. He was a tyrant and you could tolerate his abuse no longer.
Living with Eric was a nightmare, yes. But he was my brother.
Now, Miss von Staub, take your time. Tell me the truth.
After our parents died, my life slowly became hell. My brother began to humiliate me.
Okay.
Then he became violent. Each day he'd invent a new punishment. Shut my room, burn my paintings, starve me. And without fail, I would be beaten. All visits were forbidden, all contact verboten. I was his caged bird, his pet. When we did go out, he used me to bait influential people. He sold me to Mr. Boddington simply to earn a place amongst this island's elite.
Was that not freedom from your brother?
He sold me as a thing, sir. Who do you think this gentleman was? I could not endure more cruelty. Mr. Holmes, I'm begging you. Please don't do this to me. Don't throw me from one cage to another.
Normally, I would say that you committed a grave crime nonetheless, and you have to accept your punishment for it. But then I remembered that I didn't actually do that in the very first case we had, and I let that medium escape as well. So it would only be logical to do the same here, because the situations are actually quite similar in a sense. So off you go.
You have suffered enough, Miss von Staub, but now it is over. I will not turn you into the police.
I don't know what to say. What will happen with the case?
The usual. With their typical stupidity, the inspectors will confidently declare the case a tragic accident, and that will be that.
I didn't expect such kindness.
Kindness? No, where the truth reveals injustice, I expect accountability, but in this matter, Miss von Staub, I see no injustice at all.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll never forget what you're doing.
All right. Oh, that's John. John's audio file didn't play, but he was convinced we took the right decision. And I think it's fine, yes. But I think that will end our episode for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we might go to finish some of these. Maybe I'll look up what we're supposed to do here. But yeah, see you guys then.